team built this puppet, and each shot takes 2 weeks.
I'm Neil.
Neil?
We're getting good at falling.
Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up, guys? Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and welcome to my Star Wars Skeleton Crew Episode 4 review/breakdown video. We, of course, are going to go ahead. We're going to be discussing a number of different references, Easter eggs, and things that you might have missed throughout the latest episode of Skeleton Crew. And we, of course, are going to go ahead and hop right on into it with everything that we know and everything that we're anticipating right now. Before we do, though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So, if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel almost daily. There is a lot of Star Wars news and stuff going around. It can be a lot to keep track of. It's exactly why we are here. Not just to keep you guys updated with everything, but also break it down for you guys and get a better understanding. As always, I really appreciate all of the support. With each new episode of Skeleton Crew that we seem to get each and every week, for one, I cannot contain my excitement, as every week is something new to look forward to, and this has honestly been such a great mystery and a great show. The clearer it does become that its creators have found a way to take everything good about past Star Wars Disney Plus shows and combine them to create something nearly flawless. In this week's episode, titled Can't Remember No AT-ATN, the crew finds themselves closer than ever to locating AT-ATN's coordinates and making their way back home, but not without putting up a fight, and in not the way that we'd expect, especially towards the end of the episode. Amidst all of the action throughout, we get to explore another new planet's unique culture, spend meaningful time with our characters as they grow before our eyes, and discover yet another piece of the puzzle that is AT-ATN's deepest secrets. The adorable blue little elephant-like creature, Neil, makes a new friend and feels inspired to be brave throughout the episode, learning about bravery, and I think something that all the kids learn about is this idea of other cultures, other societies, and being poor, being at war as well. Fern breaks down in a moment of frustration and instantly crafts an effective plan, that moment of suspense of when SM-33 transforms into a total devastation mode and tries to eliminate anything and everyone in the room, had us honestly holding our breath. And yes, maybe we did cry a little bit then there for a moment when Fern did. How could you not? These actors outdo themselves every single week, and we're continuously amazed, especially with this past episode. The kids were absolutely phenomenal. It was honestly unreal. Coming from somebody that's had the opportunity to work in the film industry on commercials and on films and worked with child actors before, these kids blow it out of the park, and they're really quite honestly amazing. Skeleton Crew, the show itself, really feels a lot like the animated Star Wars The Clone Wars in that each week we're on another episodic mission and adventure that's all still leading into some bigger ending and a bigger picture and contributing. Maybe the first half of this episode, as I had mentioned in our reaction video here on the channel, you guys can also check out, it didn't necessarily feel like that, but definitely towards the end of the episode we learn more so about that. It feels a lot like The Mandalorian when we inch closer to uncovering something important without it feeling like we're being dragged along unnecessarily, like it's just filler episodes. And The Mandalorian has had its struggles with that before, but really, at the end of the day, it's really quite the same. All of the best things about these previous stories and of a much better executed from week to week. It doesn't feel like we're already halfway through, and yet we're more so. The next week's episode, episode 5, is bound to where things are likely to really begin to ramp up, and even probably when the kids will find their way back home to AT-ATN. That's usually how these kind of shows, story arcs do play out. Not to sound formalic, but it is kind of a bit of part of it, and that isn't also to take away from the show and say that it hasn't had surprising elements as well, and other contributing episode elements that act as their own thing as well. It's definitely standalones and acts as its own unique thing at the same time as well. We're definitely going to start learning about more so of these characters and the places that they come from, and that of going to be quite of a surprise into the intrigue of us as well, hopefully learning more about Jude Law's character, Jad Nana Wood, or Crimson Jack, all of his many different kind of personas and different names, and maybe even devastate us with some of those reveals, in the best way possible though. The directing duo of the Daniels haven't finally been able to put their shine on A Galaxy Far, Far with this episode here as well was nothing short of amazing, and honestly I really hope to see them back for the Star Wars franchise. I mean, imagine them doing a Mandalorian episode or even a Book of Boba Fett episode. I think definitely could suit them quite well. You definitely also see a bit of their directing style towards the end of the episode with SM-33 kind of going a bit crazy. One thing that felt missing from the episode, as kind of our one and only complaint, of which some of the missing action sequences could have been featured, is the interaction between the boys and girls. Neil and Hannah talking about this was the first step in this direction, but we still don't have the sense of that they were a full group, because I don't think that they feel that way, at least not yet. There's nothing like surviving a traumatic experience together to amend that, though, and the battle that I'm guessing is coming into the next episode might be exactly what the group needs, like a kind of come together moment for all of them, not just like two of the characters like Fern and Wim that we kind of got that moment for finally, and by this time I'm looking for something like similar to that, but for all of the kids essentially. And then lastly, another thing that we really liked about this episode is the resolution of some of the mysteries set up until now, particularly as to why SM-33 kept saying that he can't remember No At-Atin, while also still keeping the tension by presenting even more questions without an answer. For example, why the kids are on this planet of At-Archin, I believe it was named, that's exactly like the one that they're looking for, At-Atin. This whole multiversal kind of trippiness going on with that was honestly really cool to see for Star Wars, and honestly I kind of hope that we see a little bit more of that. Of course, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Of course, we'll have more videos here on the channel discussing more so about Skeleton Crew, so stay on the lookout for that by hitting the subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been an unofficial Star Wars. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Different theories as well. I'm all ears. Let's discuss. I love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Also, leave a like on the video as it really does help out the channel. I really appreciate it. Make sure you also check out our merch shop. Use our codes Ahsoka in all caps to get some cash off of your orders. I also have some Amazon affiliate links in the description down below, so if you're looking to buy something from Amazon, whether it's a gift or something for yourself, check out our available links in the description down below. It helps out the channel at no additional cost of yourself and really means a lot. I'll continue to keep those links updated so they're always changing. So make sure you check them out for what new products we may have available. With whatever way you decide to support the channel, whether it's simply watching today's video or even purchasing a product, it means the absolute world to me. So thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.
Goodbye, old friend. May the Force be with you.